When I made the argument that these hairstyles were not wigs, I cited a lot of period sources by male writers. But is that problematic? Let's talk about it. We do need to be careful working with historical men's takes on women's fashion. Take, for example, the fear-mongering about women's corsetry pushed by 19th century male doctors, which didn't line up with women's lived reality. Or the idea that 18th century women made fake eyebrows out of mouse fur, which comes from satire and doesn't seem to reflect any historical reality. But that is a very different context to sources like this one. In the medieval and early modern period, a lot of the trappings of beauty culture were produced by men. For example, when I talk about medieval makeup, I cite a lot of medical texts written by men. That's because high-status women would come to male doctors to have products made or to seek beauty advice. I use a medieval blush recipe written by a man because in his lifetime people would come to him for that. And of course we see women working in beauty in various capacities as well. In the early modern period, we see a lot of women working in dressmaking and millinery. But things like perfumery and stay making are often going to be done by men. Ladies' maids for a certain class of women would have been expected to know the art of hairdressing and to create fashionable styles. But elite women like Marie Antoinette often employed professional hairdressers. And in the 18th century, this was largely a male-dominated field. These men were doing hair for the trendsetters of the period. So when we look at a piece of satire like this one, we're looking at a mean-spirited and exaggerated image meant to mock women's fashion. And when we look at a treatise like this one, we're looking at a professional source based on training and first-hand experience. One of these sources might just be more reliable than the other.